I don't know what's going on here. Honestly, I never do. Welcome to DG360. Inside the world's first undersea roundabout. Now, I hope this has some level of professionalism to it. I hope there's an English-speaking gentleman when I click this that will present to me things in a very proper way. And when he speaks like this, I will take him very seriously because it sounds like the man knows what he's talking about. Let's see if we do in fact have an English-speaking gentleman presenting this to us. Crazy drone shots.
Except I'm not in the Faroe Islands. The B1M team and I have only made it as far.
We knew it. We knew it was going to happen. Let's give me applause for that. Let's give me applause for that. English-speaking gentlemen are all the rage in the 21st century. They're killing it right now. English-speaking gentlemen all around the world, congratulations for winning the lottery. Apparently, like, you guys know everything. Very intelligent. That accent, the IQ adds at least another 20 points to the IQ. Congratulations. Another round of applause to English gentlemen. Or British. Sorry. I'm an American. I probably coined it wrongly. Thank you so much. But I do have to say that should I say British? Britannia. Hail Britannia. Shall I sing about the Britannians? Like
as a hotel here in Copenhagen.
You're lucky.
Because
you won the lottery,
got
guys.
Up very early to fly from London to Copenhagen and worked a day in the airport, and then expecting to go from Copenhagen to the Faroe Islands. Everything got cancelled because of the weather, and it doesn't look like anything's going to the Faroe Islands anytime soon. Now,
Right,
I promise
limitless.
you, this little travel nightmare is actually relevant to the underwater tunnels on the Faroe Islands that we're going to tell you about.
Now, when you think of the world's most impressive tunnels, the Faroe Islands might not be what immediately jumps to mind. But to connect 18 rugged bits of land formed from volcanic rock,
What?
they've had to get pretty good at tunneling.
Holy
Now
shit.
they're working on their biggest project yet. This
Okay, what the fuck? Is this for real? What is going on here?
so-called Jellyfish Roundabout is a work of art in its own right. It's a critical piece of infrastructure that's cut travel time between two of the most populous islands from more than an hour to just 15 minutes.
We won!
Welcome
Deal
to
with
one
it,
of the
Fee.
world's most impressive and remote construction projects.
You didn't want us anyway. You didn't want us anyway, Fee. Trust me. It's just a headache. Just a headache here. It's a headache here. Look what we've done with the place. Look what we've done with the place, Fee.
Life here in the Faroes moves slowly. But the weather moves quickly. Some people say you can experience
You
all
always make
four
me laugh, bro.
seasons in a single day. That can make getting around a little difficult, or even impossible, as we learned just trying to get there.
The Faroes are known as the land of maybe. Now you know why.
The Faroe Islands sit between Norway and Iceland in the North Sea. They're a self-governing nation that's technically part of Denmark. In all, its population of just over 50,000 people and some 70,000 sheep is spread out across 17 habitable islands.
Holy shit, that is a lot of sheep right there. That is, hold on a second. Bah. It's a lot of fucking sheep.
Up until relatively recently, the only way to travel between them was to take a boat, but the water out here can sometimes be a little bit rough. Rolling waves aside,
A
the
little
journey
bit.
itself can take up to half a
No,
day,
thank you.
depending on when you catch the ferry or if it's even running. In the 1970s, a bridge was built connecting the two most populous islands, turning that half-day journey into just a few minutes. But it was back in the 1960s that the Faroe Islands began its tunnelling boom. With a little help along the way from the Norwegians,
How
the
did I not know any
Faroese
of
got
this?
really good at digging tunnels. In the last 60 years, they've built 20 through narrow fjords, steep mountains, hills, and the
Did he say Faroe-Winians? Is that how you refer to people on the Faroe Islands as Faroe-Winians? Why does it sound like a Winnebago? Like, I feel like they should be like something Faroans. Like, just Faroinians sounds a little too much, you know? It just sounds way too much. Too many syllables. Too many syllables.
The ocean.
I would hate to be a
Today, there are
Faroinian.
over 50 kilometres of road tunnels for just 53,000 people. That's more than 1 metre of tunnelling for every person who lives here. Now, the Faroes is expanding its tunnelling system even further with 2 undersea tunnels. It's the biggest investment it's ever made, with a combined price tag of nearly $700 million.
That's nothing. That is a drop in the bucket for us. You know, that's a drop in the bucket. That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing but a G thing, baby. That ain't nothing for America. 700 million. Shit. Speak to me when we're in the trillions. Speak to me when we're in the trillions. Dude, we could have done this yesterday.
It's just sort of surreal how it changes the geography, and places that have always, and in our minds, been separated by at least 50 minutes.
It would all been debt. We really wouldn't have paid for it, and that's how we do it as Americans. That's why we're 30 trillion in debt. We just print it. We just print it. You want it? You got it. Toyota.
And are separated by 10 minutes or less. It's strange and wonderful.
Just print that money. Just print it. Right.
The Estuary Tunnel opened in 2020 and runs for 11 kilometres
we would have done it in
to
a
connect
week.
the islands of
Print the money.
Streymoy, where the capital is located,
and then we make you guys pay for it.
Estuary. The second
American way.
Sandoy Tunnel is set to open in 2023, connecting the sparsely populated villages of
Put it on
Sandoy
the
with the wider infrastructure network in
Look at this
Streymoy.
shit. Look at this shit. Thank you guys for making... like, this is insane. This is insane what's going on here.
The Estuary Tunnel will shorten the distance for a big part of the population how to commute to the capital, Tórshavn, where all the public services are, hospital and everything else. A lot of the export from the Faroe Islands are going to and from Tórshavn.
A lot of exports from Faroe Islands are sheep. Our sheep are unmolested for the most part. Out of 70,000 sheep, only 10 sheep are pure. Only 10. No, that's terrible. Faroinians, I apologize. Hold on, I apologize for that. I apologize. The implications of what I just said there, it's shameful. I'm sorry. I have a big Faroinian demographic here on the channel. Oh shit, I just killed my own channel. All of my, listen, 98% of my viewers are from the Faroe Islands, and I just shat all over them. Oh my God, shaming myself. Oh, I'm sorry. Shame. Oh, shame. I'm shaming myself. I just shat on my biggest demographic, the Faroinians. I'm sorry. That's untrue. It's not 10 sheep. It's 11. It's 11 sheep that are unmolested out of the 70,000. It's 11. I was wrong on the numbers.
So investments like these are very important for the Faroe Islands, for how you can arrange and have an efficient society.
I'm just offensive. I'm sorry. I'm
Taita
an offensive
is
guy.
leading the construction of the latest undersea tunnels, which are part of a slow transition in how people get around here. Rather than driving cars onto ferries, now they can simply drive under the water. The Estuary Tunnel connects more villages with the mainland and the island's main infrastructure. Travel times to the capital are reduced from more than an hour to mere minutes, and adding in some epic construction makes an already stunning drive even more breathtaking. The tunnel itself is the second longest in the world that you can drive through, and they've spared no detail. On the 8-minute journey beneath the sea, you can listen to a radio station specially programmed to enhance your experience. And of course there's that roundabout. 72 metres below the surface you'll find this giant pillar of colourful rock that apparently looks like a jellyfish. The deepest part of the tunnel sits 187 metres below the water's surface. The team used a drill and blast method to excavate the area. Essentially, a hole is drilled into the rock below the water, the explosives are dropped into the hole, and then the rubble is cleared out.
This is why Elon Musk's idea of the Boring Company and what they want to achieve is pretty awesome. I really endorse what the Boring Company wants to be. I don't think it's there yet, but man, like the way in which the amount of thought has been put into the Boring Company and the innovation to travel and basically city building is phenomenal. I don't know if you guys watched anything from Boring. I love the name of it, the Boring Company. But essentially, it's Elon Musk's tunneling project business. And if it were ever to like truly get the ball rolling, would change travel, would change the way the makeup of planning for cities. It would increase effectiveness of cities and output by tenfold. It's ridiculous, and you wouldn't have to get really into this too much.
Doubt.
It's a lot of money. Diggy holes, he says.
When we are drilling the project, there are around 140 people or something like that connected to the project. But not everybody are working at the same time. The project is running 24 hours, which means that there are 8 drilling teams, buddy. 1 in each side, and then 2 are sleeping and 4 are off.
To make sure no water gets into the tunnel, the rock is sprayed with concrete to create a solid lining. There's also a system of gates, pumps and pipes that lead any rain or surface water away from the cars before then pumping it back out into the nearby fjord.
Okay.
In all, construction of the 10.5 kilometre tunnel took 4 years to complete. That's nothing compared to some projects in cities like New York and London, which can take far longer. Of course, there are far less people living above a tunnelling site in the Faroes, but there are some lessons to be learned here in how to build tunnels quickly and efficiently.
We are a small country, a small society, where decisions can be taken quite big.
There are currently at least 100 sheep to 1 man or woman. We are overpopulated by sheep. They're fucking everywhere. We have only very small human population, a very large sheep population.
Quickly, that's one reason why we can do projects like this. And also that we have good experience doing tunnels. We are building tunnel based on Norwegian standards, Norwegian technology.
The Estroy tunnel is expected to carry thousands of vehicles every day, and it'll cost a pretty penny at around $25 or $10 with an annual pass. But that toll revenue is going to be used to cover the cost of construction, maintenance, and future tunnel.
Wait. I'm not quite sure what I'm looking at with
projects. The second tunnel.
It costs $25 to use each time, but you can get an annual pass for $10. Why wouldn't you get the $10 pass? This pricing makes no sense to me whatsoever. Am I missing something here? I'm obviously missing something. This went over my bald head. So for per use, $25, which is the regular pass. Toll cost per use, $25. Okay, $10 a month if you buy annual. Okay. So we're talking like $120 for an annual subscription to your tunnels. Okay, all right.
Future tunnel projects. The second tunnel, on the other hand, is expected to carry just 310 vehicles a day across 22 kilometres, making it the longest car traffic subsea tunnel in the world.
22 kilometers under the... Well, I don't think I could do that. I think I'd go fucking nuts. I don't know if I could drive 22 kilometers under the fucking ocean. I don't know if I could do that shit. I know that listen, I'm not a claustrophobic type guy. I'm not worried about that. Like my friend Doug, when we went to Windsor, Canada, and we had to drive under the tunnel, and he literally ran out of the car halfway through, and he ran out there, which is actually very bad for you. Because of all the exhaust in the tunnel. And Doug just said, fuck this shit. And we didn't know he's claustrophobic. We had a group of guys heading to Windsor when we were 19 years old. Back in the day, we were like, shit, we're 19. We can drink and gamble up in Windsor, Canada. Have a good time. Love Canada, by the way. And it's so clean and beautiful, and people are so goddamn friendly. It's wonderful. When we were in Detroit, going up there, on our way up, passing through Detroit, Detroit Rock City, by the way, but it smells like shit. Detroit literally smells like shit. It is a very shitty smelling city. No offense. But going under the tunnel and arriving into Canada was literally like a Wizard of Oz experience. It was like, we're out of the woods, we're out of the like it was so weird. Like Detroit was like, yo, motherfucker, it's hot and it stinks like shit. And then you drive under the tunnel and you're like, man, dude, the smell was ridiculous. Of course, my friend Doug ran out of the car because he was too claustrophobic under the tunnel. And we were like, Doug! And he was off. He was in his own world. He had to get out of that car, and he just ran, and we were laughing our asses off. And it was a traffic jam, and he just couldn't handle it. None of us knew he was claustrophobic. We felt really bad for Doug. But we were laughing. We were laughing. There were a couple of those laughs in the car. It was a party on the way up. And but when we got out, man, it was seriously like Wizard of Oz. It was super clean. It was all dark and cloudy and shitty smelling in Detroit, right? And then we went under the tunnel. We came up. The sun was shining. It was beautiful, and it was like da, 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 da. It was beautiful. It was magical. It was magic, dude. When we got out the other side, I was like, holy shit, I felt like I was in a different world. So Canada, God bless you. God bless Canada. Let me tell you, nicest people in the world. My friend got thrown out of a casino. Literally the first 30 minutes, we went to the duty-free store. We got our liquor. We went to a Holiday Inn, and we went to the casino. And within half an hour of being in the casino, my friend's getting thrown out. Stumbling down the stairs, security's asking me if I know him. I was up $800 in blackjack in 30 minutes, and I was having quite the run. And of course, my friend Neil, who's literally like 4'8", he looks like a little leprechaun, is being dragged around by these security guards. He's completely effed up. And they say to me, do you know this guy? And I'm like, yes, okay, yes, I do. And they said, we want you to take him out of here, and he's not to come back. So literally within the first half hour, my friend gets thrown out. So that was my story. This tunnel inspired that entire story. You're welcome.
And it comes with a price tag of nearly $500 million US. It's a huge investment per capita, substantially more than other European tunnelling projects. But this isn't a densely populated nation, and it's going to make a huge difference for the people it does benefit. Right now, you have to take a ferry to get from Sandoy to the mainland. The new underwater tunnel will make a 64-minute commute just 16 minutes by car.
I don't know if I could do that.
For the people in Sandoy, which has seen...
Throw one in the chat if you think you could do that. If you think you could drive under tunnels that are like 10, 20 kilometers long, you guys let me know. Throw one in chat if you could do it. Throw a 2 if you could not do that. I think I'm going to have to go 2 on that. I don't know what's... Like, I don't know if I could do that distance. Oh, fuck. Look at me. I look like a giant pussy on my own stream. Oh, I'm so sorry. Hold on. Let me shame myself. Do it, DG. Man up. Go through the tunnel.
Shame.
You can do it.
Shame.
You can do it. I need the confidence to get through this. I honestly, dude, I think I'd probably shit a brick. I could probably do it, but man, I'd be sweating balls the whole way through, man. I think I'd just feel like grit in my teeth. Like all the weight of that water on top, man. That's different. Like I can drive through. Listen. I've taken 70 east through Pittsburgh. I've gone under tunnels that are probably about maybe 3 miles, 2 to 3 miles in Pennsylvania. I've taken the trip 70 east. I've gone through those mountains. I can handle that. But it's a little different in this instance because there's like millions of pounds of water above my head. Something about that, like, I'm like, oh shit, there's a giant ocean on top of me right now. Like, I don't know why that's any different than having a giant mountain. I don't know what the difference is. Probably drowning, because I do have a fear of drowning. It's the fear of drowning. I can handle being crushed, but like, what happens if the water comes seeping in and for some crazy reason I'm still alive, and then I have to deal with being pinned up against a portion of my car and a boulder, and then I'm trying to breathe, man. Oh fuck, I'm starting to sweat right now. Whew. Hold on a second. Oh, it's getting a little hot in here.
Population decline since the 80s, I think. It means that the rest of the country cares about them or listens to their wishes. It's a part of the whole seeing the country as one small unit.
Walker, what? Walker's fine with it.
It's a big honor.
It's a man's man right there.
On a project like this, and it's also a very big responsibility because it is an investment of around 7,500 euros per inhabitant in the Faroe Islands. So if you compare it to any one other country, it's an unbelievable big project.
It's worth noting that I'm not the first good-looking British man not to make it. The islands feature in
You
the
guys are
James
men's
Bond
men.
movie
Listen to me. I'm proud of you. First off, I'm going to applaud my audience. Look at these men here. I have to say, some of the manliest men ever in this chat. Manliest men ever. They're like, set me on fire, DG. You set me on fire. You peel my fingernails off, then you set me on fire. You cover me in wax. You drown me. You put chains on me, you drown me, you set me on fire. You do all those things. You strap me to a comet. You strap me to a comet, you fly me across this galaxy. I got big balls. I got big balls. Who's got big balls?
No Time to Die.
What's up, Sorio?
Daniel Craig was
How
never
you doing,
on the
buddy?
actual
Good to
island
see you
due
on
to
stream,
a
man.
logistical
Good to
challenge.
see you. Quit your whining.
For a quiet nation of just 50,000, the Faroe Islands is investing a lot of time, money and skills into its infrastructure.
And sheep. They keep forgetting that. There's 70,000 sheep collectively on the Faroe Islands. They keep forgetting about the sheep. When will the sheep be heard? Bah. I am a messenger for all the sheep of the Faroe Islands. I am the voice of the sheep. I am the sheep man. Hello, I am the sheep man. Bah. I am representing the unheard sheep of the world. How dare you? How dare you? I am offended that you have not mentioned the sheep. You have mentioned everybody but the sheep. The sheep are actual people. They have feelings.
And it's paying off. These new tunnels
rights
can
is a
literally
modern
make
issue.
the
It
difference
is a
between
modern issue.
getting to work, seeing family, or even reaching a hospital, or being stuck on the other side of stormy waters.
Beautiful
With
planning.
a further
Look at
2
that.
tunnels now in the works.
Wow, look at the planning of that. That's really masterful. Like, that looks really fucking nice.
And another 14.
I hate these roundabouts. I hate these fucking roundabouts. They're starting to build a shit ton of these here in Ohio. And I can't stand these goddamn circle roads. I don't know what it is. It's a European thing. No offense to my European audience. I'm going to shame myself because I know I hate circle roads.
Shame. Shame.
Listen, everybody knows in my
Shame.
family. Everybody knows I can't stand these motherfucking roundabouts. Just please, I like everything linear, in lines. Put a traffic light there. Put a traffic light. There's no reason for any of this. There's no reason for it looks fantastic. Aesthetically, very pleasing. But, functionality wise, I'm sure it's great. Okay. I'm not down with these roads at all. You know what? I'm not shaming myself. On
the drawing board, the Faroes
take that
tunneling
shame
boom
back.
isn't slowing down anytime soon.
I hope you enjoyed watching this video, guys. I haven't enjoyed making it, so if you could give it some views, share it to your friends, and at least subscribe to the B1M, I'd really appreciate it.
Does that mean British one male, or what does that stand for? B1M, British one. I don't know what that stands for, but he's got 2.5 million subscribers because, obviously he knows what he's talking about, and the accent just confirms it, and good for him. I found this a little underwhelming. Did you know, says Execute, let's read this together, shall we? Did you know, says Execute, roundabouts are 90% safer and faster than lights?
Take a big step back and literally fuck your own face!
I love you, Execute. I love you. Your statistics, you and your maths and your data, all right? I love you, Execute. It is probably true. Listen to me. I am that 10% that is the danger. I am the danger. I am the danger. I'm the 10% of that statistic. So anytime I'm on that road, 100% of the time I will get in an accident. So that 10% is much greater than 90% for me. Do you understand? But let me write this down here. Hold on. I just need to write this down. I need the equation. I need the formula. My 10% of danger to roundabouts makes up my 10% of danger to roundabouts adds 100% chance there will be a wreck, which outweighs the original statistic that you provided. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, I'm putting this in the chat right now so that we can have this equation forever. I think I've stated that correctly. My 10% of danger to roundabouts adds 100% chance there will be a wreck, which outweighs your original statistic. Execute. Ha! DG Maths. DG Maths. This has been another highlight of DG Maths. Everybody loves DG Maths. Everybody loves it. It makes so much sense. It makes so much sense, Pepe. I know I do. I know I do. That made sense. That's an equation. Look it up. Look it up. It's from Einstein. He thought about that right after E equal MC squared. I know. He was the originator. I'm just copying from him. God damn it. God damn it.